My name is Oskar. I'm with PureNSM, a contract manufacturer. We have many clients that are seeking ingredients that are unique and have proven efficacy. And I'm here with Scott from Chemi Nutra, an Italian company here at Expo West Ingredia 2017.
Hi, my name is Scott Hagerman. I'm President and CEO of Chemi Nutra. We're a wholly owned business unit of an Italian pharmaceutical company called Italfarmaco, founded in 1938.
Right.
We're most well known for our introduction of phosphatidylserine into the nutrition marketplace back in 1994. So we're the leaders in brain memory related and exercise performance ingredients that are based on true science. So what we do is we develop methods to produce these. We invest in research studies and safety studies and regulatory filings and so forth to show claims, credible claims based on scientific physiologic principles of our ingredients to benefit people in many ways in improving exercise performance and endurance, explosive power output, recovery, and especially in the mental performance arena for children and adults and those who have lost their memory due to advancing age and illness and things like that. So being part of a pharmaceutical company, we're able to invest properly in the research, and in total we're pretty substantial. We're almost $1 billion international pharmaceutical company, so we're quite a bit different than most companies in the market that just source materials and resell them. We make these in our FDA inspected plants in Italy and in Brazil, and they're audited by the FDA. We operate in full compliance, so our ingredients are made by us. They're patented by us. We research them and we bring them to marketplace for unique health benefits.
And so how much money do you spend in typically to validate that your supplements have efficacy?
Well, a typical university study is somewhere between $60,000 and $125,000. We probably fund 3 or 4 of those a year, and that's just on the nutrition side. On the other side, in terms of regulatory approval, for example, to file a full GRAS dossier with FDA was around $95,000 and about 2 years to do that. So that was a full submission to FDA. We do other things in the regulatory side, like compiling monographs from U.S. Pharmacopoeia, and that's about a 3-year process and probably upwards of $100,000. So when you're a big international company, you can afford to do things the right way, because when we sell to large companies and pharma companies and beverage companies and supplement companies and pet companies, we want to make sure that everything is done properly.
Absolutely, yeah. And so what's the name of your top-selling product?
Top-selling branded ingredient is called Serenade phosphatidylserine. We have a very unique compound that's used quite widely in all kinds of products and even foods. It is called Alpha Size, Alpha GPC,
Alpha GCB,
Alpha GCP, glycerol phosphorylcholine,
Alpha GCB,
GCP. Close.
GCP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything has, unfortunately, sort of a long name, and that's we try to shorten things, and we develop trade names. We file patents and we file trademarks just to encourage people to use those on the finished packages, so that consumers can become connected to the brand of what the ingredient is.
Oh, so when I asked you about your top-selling product, you came out with what, 3 or 3?
Yeah. Well, we have probably 4 or 5 that are well known, and we're introducing new ones.
Are they all good for brain development?
We have one, for example. We have a very novel iron compound that's used in people who lack performance or endurance, especially for prenatal use. It's a real novel compound that we've sold internationally. We sell it as ingredient. Our parent company sells it as a finished product.
You could use it in a multivitamin?
Yes, it's called Ironade. Ironade. It's a really novel. It's probably the Ferrari of irons that are in the marketplace right now.
And so how much? What's the dosage on that?
The dosage on a typical RDI administration of iron of 18 milligrams or 15 milligrams would be somewhere around 350 milligrams of the material to fill a capsule. And we have a number of companies here
that use Ironade.
Yeah, that feature that as their keynote ingredient. That's what we try to do.
Let's take it step by step. What's your let's talk about your next favorite ingredient.
Oh, that's a good one. That's an easy one. So we spent a lot of time in conducting research and discovery, going through the regulatory channels, sponsoring a number of relevant human efficacy studies in a compound called Media mediator phosphatidic acid. It's used quite widely in sports nutrition. Ultimately, it will be involved in aging preparations for sarcopenia and anabolic resistance in men and women as they lose muscle mass as they get older.
And what's the dosage on that?
The dosage on that is somewhere between 350 and 700 milligrams of the material to provide substantiated dose that has been shown in research studies to benefit people in maintaining or growing, more amounts of muscle and reducing their fat mass.
Okay, that should be good. And what's another good one?
Those are the main ones. Being the company that we are, we only have a handful of these things, and we're very limited to what we can bring into the pipeline because, as we said a minute ago, it's very costly to invest in these things from the point of discovery to manufacturing to regulatory to safety to substantiated sponsored studies.
Yeah, awesome. And what universities do you mostly work with in your research studies?
That's a good one. We've worked with University of Louisiana, Auburn University, Baylor University, TCU, Angelo State University, University of Wisconsin. Those are University of Central Florida.
Yeah,
we've done work.
All right.
And we've done work in Germany at University of Trier.
Okay.
We've done some work at University of Pavia.
Awesome.
Some other universities in Italy.
Okay. And so if you were a label owner and were looking out for coming out with a novel product, then you would pick some of those ingredients.
Absolutely. And what makes it unique is these are not commodity type ingredients. They offer profound health benefits substantiated with science. They're of course safe and legal. So we've undergone all of that study to make sure that they work, that they're safe, that they're legal.
And then if you have a label with those ingredients, you can use the studies to promote your own product.
Absolutely. So we provide substantiation, scientific claims, and things that will allow you to make, proper recommendations and claims based on the science that would keep you, for example, in the clear on FDA, FTC, class action lawsuits, and those kinds of things because you have the proper validated science.
Right. So you've done all the notification to FDA. You don't need to worry that you're outside of the outside of the law if you use one of those ingredients. Also, which ingredient would you say gives the consumer the most immediate feedback that this is working for them?
Well, they can detect it in children and in adults. They have a better sense of recall and memory and learning and improved mood and focus, alleviating what's called seasonal affective disorder, the winter blues, things of that nature, and improve exercise performance, ability to jump and run faster and even hit a golf ball more accurately.
Okay, so you get, not that we should always use feedback from our customers to promote our products, but you have received positive feedback from your customers?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're leaders in what we do. We're a substantial company and we spend a lot of money investing in this. And to make it clear, the company that we are not is somebody who is simply sourcing goods from China and India and trying to spin a story around them and finding less expensive commodity things to replace something else. That's not what we are. We're not. In fact, our ingredients are sold through distributors of various sorts around the world. We sell around the world from our Austin, Texas office.
Okay, so you're pioneers in a sense in creating new ingredients.
Yeah, we brought this to market back in 1994, and we're still leaders, pioneers in what we do.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
I appreciate it, Scott.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And